Hello, I am so glad you could join me today. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Now, all this week, I have been getting you ready for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is just around the corner. And I know a lot of you cannot travel this year because of COVID. A lot of you have to stay home and make your own dinner. And for a lot of people, they're so used to going to grandma or mom for dinner, they really don't know how to cook certain things. So today, I am here to the rescue to show you exactly how you should put your table together. So far, we've made cranberry sauce. I made stuffing, I made a turkey, and now what else is on Americans' table at Thanksgiving? Candied yams, guys. Candied yams. You can't have your everything without candied yam, and these are the basic things. Other people throw in a couple of other traditional dishes, but these are the basics that you'll see on every table. So today we're gonna make some candied yams, and I want you to come along with me so I can show you how I make candied yams so you can make some for your family. First thing that I have here is 6 pretty big potatoes. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wash these really good, and I'm gonna put them on to boil. I'm not gonna peel them, I'm gonna put them on because once they're cooked, the skin just easily slides off, so don't even give yourself work to peel them, okay? So put them on like that. Now, when you put your potatoes on, just make sure that you do not cook them too soft, okay? We're just gonna medium. We want them still to be firm, so you're not gonna cook them very soft, so just be aware of that, okay? So let me wash these, put these on, and I will be right back as soon as they're all done. Now the potatoes are finished cooking. Look at the potatoes. And I took them out of the oven I took them out of the water a little while ago so that they wouldn't continue to cook. So now the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to get the skin off the potatoes, okay? And this comes off pretty easy, guys. Comes off pretty easy. I like to do it this way, but of course you don't have to. You can peel it before, it's your choice if you prefer, but to me this is much easier for me to do it this way. See, and voila, that's it. As long as you don't cook the potatoes too soft, it'll slice nicely like this. And then what you do is you take your knife and then you slice it. I'm gonna cook it in this. I'm gonna make the candied yams in this pan right here, and you just slice it like that. You can do it in a circular shape if you like. You can do it a rectangular shape. It's up to you. You can make them thin, you can make them thick. I make these thick, they're already cooked already. And that is how you will slice your potatoes, okay? So I'm gonna continue to do the rest of these, and then as soon as they're all done, I'll be right back. So over here I had 6 large potatoes. I just cut up 3 potatoes and put in here. What I'm going to do now is I am going to make the sauce that's going to go over here. So put half the sauce on here, then I'll finish the other 3 potatoes and put the other rest of the sauce on top, okay? So I'm going to stop that for a few minutes. So over here, my sauce for my candied yams, I have 1 cup of brown sugar, I have 1 cup of white sugar. Over here I have 1 cup of butter, I have 1 tablespoon of cinnamon and 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, and I also have some vanilla essence, and this is what I'm going to use. So come over to the stove and let me show you how I do that. Here in this pan I'm going to put my butter. Okay guys, so I have my butter melted here, so I am going to put to that my 1 cup of sugar here. Stir that a little bit around. And over here I have 1 cup of white sugar. That's brown sugar, white sugar. We're making candied yams, guys. All Americans eat this on Thanksgiving. It is delicious. Delicioso. My daughter don't like to eat it, so I eat mine and hers. Because how could someone not like candied yams? And over here I have my cinnamon and my nutmeg. I'm going to pour that in there. And I'm just going to let this come to a quick boil. And as soon as it is boiled, I take it off, then I'll add my vanilla essence. At the end, I'm also going to use a little dash of salt. Just a dash. A little dash of salt I put in my hand, a little bit. Just sprinkle in there. That's all the salt I need in here. So guys, I'm just gonna let this come to a boil, and as soon as it comes to a boil, then I will pour it over my potatoes. It's starting to boil up here. I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon of water to that. That's all the water I'm gonna add. I'm not adding any more. I still haven't added the vanilla essences yet. I will be adding that in a few minutes. I just wanted this to come to a boil first. And when it comes to a boil and I turn off the stove, then I'm going to add the essence. So I'm just going to leave it for a few more minutes, not too long. So far it's been here for less than 5 minutes. Okay, I just need it to come to a boil. I think this is about done right here. So let me turn off my stove and let me put my essence. I'm going to put here 1 tablespoon of vanilla essence. My stove is turned off. In there. And mix this up really well. So now I am going to take this over to my potatoes, half my potatoes, and add it on. So let's go back over to the counter. So I poured half of the liquid or the pan in this little bowl right here. So what I'm going to do is just gently pour this over all the potatoes. Let them all get a little, some of that. Yes. And I'm going to continue to cut up my potatoes and put the other potatoes on the top, and then pour the rest of liquid on top of that. So this is what I'm going to do. Alright, so we're going to continue. I'm going to continue to put my potatoes in here. But if you have not seen the video yet with my cranberry sauce and my stuffing, you need to go check that out. And my turkey, check that out, because you need all those things for your Thanksgiving Day table. So check them out, guys. By cooking the potatoes, then when you put in the oven, it don't have to stay as long because the potatoes are already cooked. Just make sure you don't cook your potatoes too soft. That looks delicious, guys. Now guys, take my pan and just make sure we get a little dab over everything here before we put it in the oven. We just put it all over slowly like that. Make sure you cover everything. If if you don't cook your potatoes ahead of time, you can do it exactly the same way. Just slice the potatoes up, make your sauce like this, and stick it in the oven and bake it. Now I'm not going to cover this because these potatoes are already cooked. If these potatoes were not cooked, then I would have to cover this so that the potatoes can cook in the oven. Okay guys, but that's it. That's it. I will be back as soon as I take these out of the oven. I'm gonna put these in the oven. Guys, the candied yams are all done. They look delicious. But what I'm gonna do right now is I have my basting right here, and I'm just gonna go down in the center because I don't want to turn the potatoes around to, you know, for them to mash up, but I want to make sure that this sauce is all over it. It looks delicious. So guys, this is your candied yams that you're gonna make. You see how easy that was? You get 6 large potatoes, and this depends on how big your family is. But guys, 6 large potatoes is perfect because you eat whatever you guys want to eat on Thanksgiving, and you have the rest left over for the next day. And if it's still too much on the next day, you have some for the 3rd day, okay? So this is what you would make, and this is 1, 2, 3. This was pretty easy. You do this, you put in the oven, and you put the pan the same way on your table, or if you want to take it out and put in a fancy dish, there you go. But this is your candied yam. So let me go ahead and try it for you. It looks good. I love Thanksgiving because I love eating all this good stuff. Look at that. It was a little bit too hot. Oh, I could tell you it's delicious, but you gotta make it for yourself to see how delicious it is, okay? It is really good, and if you have a sweet tooth, you like sweets, perfect. It is good. Guys, enjoy this. Make this for your Thanksgiving. Everybody's gonna love you for it. Sometimes people put a little bit of marshmallows on top of there. If you want to do it, and at the end put some marshmallows just to make it look pretty, you can also do that. I had fun making this for my family, and I hope you have fun making some for your family on Thanksgiving Day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the channel. Guys, leave your comments. I love to read your comments, and I try my best to respond to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, bye-bye.